Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Jungle Cup, and in the Jungle Cup we're going to be running the Talonflame paired with the Lanturn and the Abomasnow. So against this Wishcash here, we don't necessarily have the hard counter except for the Abomasnow, so we're just going to stay in for now, try to do as much damage as possible. Going for this fly here. Does get a shield from our opponent, and now our opponent is going to potentially be throwing another skull. They do go for the skull. We do survive it. So we're just going to go for this fly here to do some chip damage, and that's as good as it's going to get. So we're going to go into our Abomasnow here to tank all of these moves. We know we can resist all of the moves here. Once gold goes through, they switch out into their man team, and we have the Lanturn for this. So we're going to be able to gain a lot of energy versus this man team here. But what do they have in the back? They have Mantine and Witchcast so far. Could they possibly have another flyer or another ground type? Looks like they're coming straight back in with their Wishcash. The Mud Bomb does take us out, unfortunately. And at this point, we're going to hope that Abomasnow with some energy is going to be able to win the game. Oh, our opponent does have the Big Roth in the back, so unfortunate. We couldn't really do anything about this. Maybe if we got that energy ball off, they would have had low enough health for us to farm down, but GG's to our opponent, unable to win that game. Just a little bit of misalignment right there. All right, we got the Talonflame versus the Skarmory, pretty good lead. They switch out into their Quagsire. Quagsire is met with our own Abomasnow here. We're going to shield here just in case it was Stone Edge. They only threw a Mud Bomb. We're going to go for this Icy Wind here to debuff their attack and get them into the yellow. We're going to let the second one go. It ends up only being the Mud Bomb, so they definitely are trying to get some shield out of us, or they just don't have Stone Edge. Go for another Icy Wind here, and they actually just let it go. So they come back in with their Skarmory. We're going to try to catch a move. This Talonflame is tanking a Brave Bird. And then they switch out into the Stumpus. Stumpus here is going to take some neutral flame charge. Forces them to use some more energy here. Ends up only being a Mud Bomb, but we're so low that a resistant Mud Bomb was enough. And then we're going to come back in with our Abomasnow. Abomasnow did have some energy left over. We're going to go for this Icy Wind. Icy Wind does get a shield from our opponent. Now their attacks are debuffed, but we want to try to get this last shield. They actually catch a move on the Skarmory here. We do get the Icy Wind off to debuff their attack, and then we're going to go for a farm down at this point. This Sky Attack here is minimal damage, and you can see right here we're trying our best to get to 2 serves because they do have a shield, and we need to be able to get to 2 moves anyways. So we do have 2 serves available, I believe. One shield goes up, then we have another move to throw right back at them. This serve right here will take out this Stumpus, and that is GG's. Well done by us, able to win that game. So what do they have? They have the Skarmory and then the Stumpus. So that was an interesting team dynamic there. Next game, we got the Skarmory, and then they switch out into the Vigoroth. So Vigoroth here, we're going to see if they shield or they just let this go. They do let it go, and since they did let it go, we're going to decide to stay in 1 shield and just farm down because this next Incinerate will be able to take out that Vigoroth, and now we have energy for whatever comes back in, especially if it's that Skarmory. But they come back in with their Swampert here. Swampert is going to have to potentially shield these flies because they are boosted, and we're going to be able to get 2 shields off of this Swampert. So that is pretty good. Job well done by this Talonflame, wrecking havoc to their team. Now we have the hard counter to their Swampert. We're going to shield here just in case they're running like an off-meta pick. A Sludge Wave would have been nasty. And then we force them to switch out into their Skarmory. We have the Lanturn for this situation. This is going to get us a lot of energy. Super farm down here. This should be a big move. Yeah, Brave Bird coming through, and now that allows us to farm it down fully. And we have energy available, and they know that it is GG, so they quit the games. Not bad. We are catching some good leads right now, especially with this Skarmory floating around. We have a Steelix, Shadow Steelix versus the Talonflame. This is going to be okay. The Shadow Steelix actually is fighting back quite nicely with this Dragon Tails. You can see right there, Second Fang does debuff our attack, and now their Dragon Tails are just going to do way more damage. But we did boost our attack. We're trying to get to another Flame Charge. Unfortunately, that does not happen. And then we're just going to try to farm down and get an energy head start and bank that move. They actually have the Skarmory, so double steal so far. I'm going to throw this Icy Wind here to debuff their attack. They are able to get to a move. This move here does get our Abomasnow out of the way. Let's see what we come back in with. We come back in with the Talonflame. We are able to throw one Incinerate and then this Flame Charge. And now they have the Abomasnow in the back. We try to get another Incinerate through, but unfortunately they were able to farm us down. And now we are in big trouble because this Lanturn almost has no play against this Abomasnow at yellow health. If we got one more Incinerate off, maybe it would have been low enough so that we can just throw multiple Surfs. But at this range, we will not be able to win. So GG's to our opponent. Just a little bit of a misalignment right there, especially since we let the Talonflame get so low. The Shadow Steelix actually did quite a number on us. Okay, now we have the Shadow Wishcash versus this Talonflame. Not a great situation. This Wishcash is able to take on our Lanturn, and then potential Scolds coming in. So we have to shield that first one, unfortunately, because you only have one counter to this, and we're just going to play this out. We are able to at least get a shield. We're going to double shield here. We get the debuff again, so we are losing the debuff luck. And then they actually just double shield this situation. We know that they're going to throw another Scold here to take us out, and we're going to come back in with the Abomasnow. Abomasnow here is going to take these moves, trying to get a ton of energy towards the back line. One Scold comes through, they get another debuff. What are the chances of 3 straight debuffs at this point? 4 debuffs. Wow, they're insane. So we are able to farm down, get a ton of energy headed towards the back line. They actually have these Steelix in the back. This Steelix here, if it has Earthquake, it's definitely going to take us out. Looks like, oh, okay, looks like they left. Maybe they don't have Earthquake. Typically, they don't have Earthquake in Jungle Cup, but there was a small chance. They switch out into the Vigoroth. We throw the Thunderbolt, and then we're trying to get to a Surf here. That is really good because now we're going to be able to take out this Vigoroth. We know we have energy on our Abomasnow. We wait for them to throw a move. They have Breaking Swipe, and now we're just going to go for this Energy Ball. Will this Energy Ball take out a Shadow Steelix from this range? Yes, it will. So GG's to our opponent. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.